Good afternoon. Welcome to Fake Lies and Confusion. I am Dr. Reggie, and this is a special episode of the Saga continues. Dr. Umar, how's everybody doing today?
I'm good. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Just hot. How about you?
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I have a cocktail. I've had my
Mm.
broccoli. I got my water. And I've got the fabulous Afro atheist. I've
Hey.
got Reggie. Like, what more does a lady need?
Thank you. Thank you. So, there's been some latest news about Dr. Umar and his school, the FDN, how you said, the Frederick Douglass Martin Garden.
FDMG.
Yes, FDMG Academy. So in the past couple of days, we've been hearing that that this property is for sale. The government's taking over. That allegedly there's liens on this property, each of them $20,000. He's claiming to be unaware of this shit and just saying he found out about it in the last couple of days. I don't believe it. I don't believe he didn't know. How about you?
Look, it's a lot. It's a lot with Umar Johnson, and I guarantee you, it's only going to get worse. It's going to get worse. There's been so much going on, but you know something? People have been speaking. People have been saying something for the longest, but no one was listening. But now the whole thing is unraveling. It's unraveling. It's unraveling. Mm-mm.
Agree. How you feeling, Jay?
I feel like a new character is about to emerge. May we all be blessed with the discovery together.
So with me, it's like kind of like what Afro said. How much more of this are we going to be able to take, right? Because I mean, your whole plan's been backed on this school, right? Everything has been on this school, bruh. How the fuck are y'all $40,000 in debt for all the donations that you've received over these years? You could have paid that 10 times over. It's obvious to me that these donations that you're collecting are funding these trips to South Africa, and everywhere else you're going. But my thing with you is, bro, okay, if that's what you're doing, why aren't you charging these people to do these speeches that you're doing? You have a big following. You could be getting paid from social media, things like that. All of it is dependent on the school. So I don't see how these bills and shit like that are not being paid, especially when you're bragging about having 6 million hits per month on Instagram. I don't understand.
Hmm.
Well, it's nice when you can go into your
Hmm.
own neighborhoods where, supposedly you won't get beat up and tell them that they didn't give you enough. And it's shameful and shame them into giving you some more. And then being like, well, we don't feel like sending you a check in the mail. So how about you do this? How about you get electronic transfers so that we know where the money's going? And they still don't know where the money went. That always amazed me about electronic transfers. How can nobody can track these things?
Exactly. Um, One thing I noticed yesterday when me and NJ were talking about this offline, I tried to look the school up because she was asking me where the address was at. And to me, when she asked me, I'm not being rude, but it was kind of strange. I'm like, shit, you're kind of from that area. How the hell don't you know? Then it took me maybe about 10 minutes to find the physical address of this damn building. And the reason why is because you can tell that it's covered up. It's showing online, right? When you just a regular Google search, it'll just say, "Oh well, it's not listed, and it wants to give a PO box and all this other bullshit." The only reason why I know what the physical address is that of that place is because on previous streams about the same topic, Afro showed videos with his father and other members of his family and his community and things like that, showing the school. So now I know that that's actually the physical school. And then online, it kind of tried to misdirect me to a school that's actually open. It gave me a bogus address at first. And that was crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, he got something to fucking hide for sure.
What school is open? Sorry, what school?
No, the
So
address on the business on the fake business on the fake business account There's two
Mhm.
addresses listed for the school. There's the one that he shows on his website where with the family and stuff that you showed us, and then there's another one where it's to it's a school, but it's not his school, and it is open.
Right,
Right.
right. Okay, okay. That's just,
So
this guy is shady. He is shady on so many levels. Some years ago, there was a website, right? Because he hasn't even got a website. But some years ago, there was a website that had the name, the FDMG thing, right? And he said it wasn't anything linked to him, right? It was not linked to him. It was not his. And then, people, they're very clever. They know how to go and, go in, link, and they followed the link and found out that it just linked all the way back to him. But why the lies? Why the lies? And now no website, nothing. This guy has been a con artist. He's been a scammer from day one. Why? How are people not getting it? Anyway, I don't know.
You mean the mythics of the internet haven't been predicting this for years? I mean, they've been dragging the story out as long as possible. I mean, we can always blame it on Mars and Gemini meets Mercury and Scorpio. I'm told on the internet that that's very concerning. It ain't never stopped the landlord, so I'll just leave it alone.
I mean, that's true, but you got to think about it. There's stories that are more bogus than this, where people have been waiting for 2,000 more years in this shit. So it's possible, but that's another story,
Wait, 2,000 years for what? What are they waiting for?
Okay, so listen, like I was saying from the beginning, right? Everything about Dr. Umar is dependent on this school.
Right.
I'm act just like him. Everything about Dr. Umar is dependent on this school. Everything about him is dependent on this school, right? That's his only
Mhm.
leg he has to stand on. And so what he's doing is it's like, okay, it's like if you just ride on a jackass, right? Or just ride on some type of other animal, and you're holding a carrot out in front of it, and it's just steady following the shit forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. He's stringing you along with this. Okay, so this is the way he gets out of everything, right? So you mean to tell me that you so much of a coon that you cannot donate to a black man? He tries to black shame every fucking body that says anything. White people are automatically dismissed from the beginning, right? So
Mhm.
anytime you
Mhm.
say something about him, you ain't black enough because you won't keep going with this fucking scam. So my comparison to this shit is, and to end this point, in my point, it's believable that people go for this shit because I know of another scam that's been going on for more than 2,000 years with the same type of rhetoric. Have an automatic
Okay.
defense
Okay.
mechanism that we're doing that shit. You get the fuck out of here. Sorry for my little rant.
No,
No,
it's
no, no.
okay.
I was enjoying it thoroughly. I needed a good laugh.
So
It's good for the solar plexus. But
So, sorry. So the latest update is what exactly? What's the latest update? The latest update is that he's owing all these monies, and these buildings will soon be auctioned off. Yes, that's the latest update? So FDMG is
yes,
not coming.
and I wanted
FDMG is not coming.
no. What he's saying? Okay,
FDMG
so
was never
no.
coming,
well,
and it will
well,
never come.
I think he's going to go with the online academy.
No, 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 no. NJ, you know why? You
Wow.
know why? He was some years ago, just when it was the pandemic, he was against homeschooling. He was
What?
totally, there are videos of him saying homeschooling trash. Yeah. So if he,
So he
right,
was one of the idiots saying, "Go put
he
the
was saying
kids
things like,
together in a petri
homeschool.
dish and send them back home to their grandmoms and
Hello,
granddads."
James. Right. Yeah, he was saying this about homeschooling and all these other ways of learning rubbish. Only at his school, with him teaching, with him at the front, he's the only one who can do school. And yeah,
he's
of
not a
course,
teacher.
we need to cuddle the boys.
He's not a fucking teacher, so he's contradicting his goddamn self. That don't make sense.
So, so how is he going to go on? I'm telling you, it's going to be this guy. He has set up his own demise. If he says he wants to do online school, all that will happen is they'll go and root out the videos where he was against homeschooling and all these things. So it's done for this guy. It's done.
I don't know why he didn't stay out the country while he was out the country. Why didn't he just slide off to an island and disappear like everybody
Yeah.
else?
Word
Because
on
he
the
had to come
street.
against the
Word
law.
on the street, NJ. Sorry, were you saying something?
No, I said he had to come back and get some more money. But go ahead, finish what you're
Yes,
saying.
of course. Of course. So word on the street, NJ, is that while he was over there, he was, doing he was getting busy with the ladies of the night.
Oh, he
In
was
the,
getting jiggy with it.
hey, Asno, long time no see. So
I mean, look, I
he
get.
was,
Go ahead.
no, he was getting busy with the ladies of the night. And, they don't come cheap, NJ. Those
Oh,
don't come
wait a minute. They don't come cheap over here because you can get them for $40 at Walmart over here.
Listen. I mean, I don't blame him, right? Because I will tell you, in a second, there's not
The
too
what?
many South African.
What?
There's not too many South African women that I've seen that are not fine. Them motherfuckers is fine. I don't blame him. But my thing is this with him, bro. How are you famous and still tricking? I'm not doing that.
It's
I'm not doing
Instagram.
No. See, this is where I'm going
And
to.
they buy over there. Over there, they buy. Like over there.
This is where I disagree with you, Reggie, when you say you don't blame him. This guy has a problem, and you know we must think about those people over there as well. So when you say, "Oh, they're fine," and them being fine is not the reason why he should run through them. It's not the reason why he should, just be carrying on however he wants, And of course, it's all about the money. He's going to show some money, and they will follow after. Or it's the fame, right? His fame, his right.
right.
So I don't know. You can't say
Listen,
you can't blame him, right? Because he should know better. He's the one always going on about the black woman. Black woman's hair needs to be this. The black woman this and that. The black woman, right? And then now you're running through those black women.
Very valid point.
I somewhat agree.
Excellent point.
I somewhat
Very valid.
agree with you. But if he's a single man,
Yeah,
right?
you can't somewhat on that one. You got to agree or not agree on that one.
If he's a single man, who are we to tell him what he should be doing? You know what I mean? If he's
No,
having
we can't.
sexual sex with people, that's on him. As long as both parties agree, I don't see anything wrong with it because he still has.
We're not saying anything. But me and Afro aren't saying anything is bad about it. We just saying what the man did. This is what happened while he was traveling.
Okay, so about his
I'm saying
personal
why
about
he still
about
got to
about
treat when people throw that.
about his personal life. That's not the issue, right? Now, you must bear in mind that this is the man who was telling women not to give out their cookies, right? Not to give out their cookies to be crushed. And this is where the cookie crush thing came from, right? So, but how is he crushing the cookies?
He said not to him. He didn't say don't let him get him get it. He didn't say that part. He said everybody else. That's the mind manipulation that men do. We tell you certain things, but we're not talking about us. Okay, so we say shit like, "Oh, girl, don't mess with that broke ass nigga." What I'm doing is manipulating you to not mess with a certain type of guy, and all of y'all come to me, right?
I guess you're a man, so maybe that's why you have that perspective. But no, for this guy, there are no
He's
excuses.
a single man. There's a difference. There's a
No,
difference.
no.
No,
Even then,
the married
even
ones say the
then,
same thing.
That,
even that he's a single man, why should we excuse bad behavior?
I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I like Reggie, so I allow
but
some of the behaviors.
I just don't think that if two consenting adults are doing things, then that's on them. I'm not. Who am I to judge? I don't really
Well,
think that's wrong behavior. But if he's pulling the wool over these people's heads and telling them something that's not true while doing it, then that's different. But
But
again,
that's
you have to understand
exactly what
he
he
is a
did.
celebrity. Hold on,
If
hold
he's
on, hold on. He is a celebrity. So y'all can't pretend like some people are not throwing it at him anyway. There are some women that will give him some because of who he is, right?
okay, so for the kind of person that he is, you're a celebrity, even he should know that the actions, whatever he does, will be publicized, would be out there, right? What he does in his private space is none of our business. He can do whatever he wants, but he's got a history, the conscious stripper, and all these other histories, right? Him,
Right.
him of all people who wants to teach black troubled boys should know better. You can't be
That's
teaching. NJ, how is it that someone who's running through these women, ladies of the night, wants to teach young black boys, troubled young black boys?
he's going to teach them how to go through the women of the night and leave the good girls alone.
Oh, come on.
I'm just telling you what they say. I ain't saying I agree with none of it.
Yeah.
I'm here
Can
for
I
the
tell you
commercials.
what he does that I don't like? As far as that, I know that he uses his intellect and his degrees and his quote unquote job that he doesn't have to get women. That's why he does. Why you think he wants to work with black boys so he can fuck their mom? He ain't slick.
Of course, of course.
That's why I do it. And I don't like that part about him. But if he should be pulling his money out and saying fair exchange and no robbery, you know, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But I want to play a video of the latest on him because now I feel like we're talking about, being too much of a sugar daddy now, but I don't know. But I want to play what he's been talking about. Just a second.
Mobile, Alabama. Where you at? Where my Alabama Africans at? I don't care if you Birmingham. I don't care if you Montgomery. I don't care if you in Selma. I better see you in Mobile, Alabama for the Africatown Community Festival on Sunday, August the 31st. I better see you in Mobile, Alabama for the Africatown Community Festival on Sunday, August the 30th. Special announcement. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Brothers and sisters, we are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar. We are fighting this war against and Dr. Fatunde. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We still haven't got our refund. We still haven't got our refund. We still haven't got our refund. So not only account's frozen. Make my Venmo, my PayPal, /. Text me for the links to donate to FDMG. Text me for the links to support Dr. Umar. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. On August the 5th, brothers and sisters, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a notice to auction off the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy campus for unpaid vacant property registration fees. I repeat, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this. We were not notified of this. This past weekend, without an email, this past weekend, without a letter in the mail.
I'm gonna stop it right there. And the reason why I'm gonna stop it right there is because I don't believe that. I know y'all can't see me, but I know y'all can hear me. I don't believe that. There's no way that they're gonna, put it up for auction that fast. You would have had to have been notified, I would say, probably 6 months to a year in advance. They're not just gonna pick you out of nowhere like, oh, we about to auction this off before these taxes go out of nowhere. So that's a fucking lie.
Apparently, these are bills from these are from years ago. These are from years ago. So he can't say, oh, there was no notice. There was no. These buildings are on the abandoned property list, right? The abandoned property list. So for you to have your property on that abandoned property list, it comes with, you need to pay some charges. But this guy, I don't think he has paid even one time. They've been lenient with him, in my opinion. And he can't say he didn't know. It's just terrible. This guy is just useless. If your bank accounts have been frozen, what's the internet got to do with it? Go to the bank, go and sort your thing out. Who in their right minds want to build a school and then comes, oh, they've closed my bank thing. Oh, they've sent the stop. Just stop.
Do you mind if I ask, how long ago was this? You said this was a few years ago.
No, no. This video is from like 2 or 3 days ago. Because if you heard him, what he was saying, he said on August the 5th, right? So that's telling you that it was this month. So this was like a few days ago.
Okay, so he's doing the financial difficulty now, and he still hasn't gotten the checks. He went to South Africa, and where else over there?
I'm not sure, but there's no way that shit can be up to auction that fast. There's no way. No fucking way.
Right. I understand what you're going. I understand where you are. And you are correct. It can't happen that fast. I'm putting another puzzle piece together. So okay, I'll look it up. I'll find it. Yeah. I know why he's making. Okay, I got it. I'm listening. I'm paying attention.
I'm gonna play a little bit more, but lie some more.
This past weekend, without a phone call, the city of Wilmington put a notice on the door handle of both of our schools, informing me that if we don't pay the past due vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities by the 25th of Black August, they will sell our campus. Brothers and sisters, can I ask you a question? Why were we not notified that they were going to try to sell our campus? Brothers and sisters, why are they trying to sell our campus at the very moment that our accounts are frozen? Brothers and sisters, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that the city of Wilmington is trying to sell properties that we own and have been working on continuously behind our backs? They were going to sell our schools behind our backs. They didn't even tell us that they were going to try to sell our schools. We received no notice in the mail. We received no notice by email. We received no phone calls at all that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door handle.
Reggie,
Somebody stole one set of notifications and sent it to the.
you could see in the chat how people are just laughing their heads off. The laughing emojis, right? But while he is ranting, Reggie, I need to show you a video, right? I need to show all of you a video of this guy, right? Just as an interlude, just so you can understand, right? This guy, he's tricked all the money. The money's gone. So let me show you this. Hold on, let's see. All right. Oh, where did it go?
Keep thinking I'm on TikTok. I keep wanting to tell people tap the screen, y'all.
Okay, so right. Can you see the screen?
Hold on. Yeah.
Right. I don't
Yeah,
know if
I can
I
see
make this bigger. Right. Okay. So
Perfect.
Peace and love, Black family. It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism coming to you live and direct. Nagoya, Japan. Taking me a nice Japanese bath. Getting ready for tonight's power lecture here in Nagoya. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters who came out yesterday in Tokyo. I thoroughly enjoyed you. Prince of Pan-Africanism can't wait to come back in August. You feel me? To politic with y'all even some more. But we're here in Nagoya on the top of the roof. Hotel, the sun is out. Land of the rising sun. Good air, good heat, good temperature. I'm just getting my Bruce Leroy on right now. I'm just getting my Bruce Leroy on right now inside of the Japanese spa. Very beautiful. You feel me? Nice scenery. You know what I mean? A lot of nice scenery here. You know, just, nice place to balance and meditate. About to take a nice Buddhist meditation, nice transcendental meditation. Let it all, let it all just fall out. Free the mind of any issues. Nice deep meditation. Y'all know how it go. Shout out to North Philly. Shout out to the Brooklyn family, the Harlem family, the Bronx family, the Queens family, the Long Island, the Staten Island, the Money Earning Mount Vernon family. Y'all will see me June 2nd, of course. You feel me? Shout out to the Detroit family, National Independent Black Parent Association Training Conference. Looking forward to seeing y'all then. There's a shot of the city, Nagoya. We on rooftop, doing it the way the Prince of Pan-Africanism does it. You feel me? Just resting the aching bones. I work hard for the people. And on behalf of all those brothers and sisters out there who can't refresh, who can't take a break, I'm taking a break for them. You feel me? So it's not about me, it's about we. I'm doing this on behalf of all you brothers and sisters out there struggling who can't take a break. Prince of Pan-Africanism.
When did he start speaking French?
We doing a spy real big for you. You feel me? So it's a real nice spa, nice meditation. Clean up. Take a little shower after you spa up. So, we getting it in Prince of Pan-Africanism style. That's how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we do it. Just a little Buddhist meditation, little ninja meditation, little samurai meditation. You know what I mean? You know how we do. So the water is nice and warm. You feel me? It's nice and warm. I'm loving it. I've enjoyed it. Not gonna waste it. Can't be in here too long. Brother Mario, the host, gonna be picking me up so we can go and meet the African brothers and sisters here in Nagoya, Japan. You feel me? Go pick me up in a couple hours. So just take a little warm Japanese salt bath. You feel me? And then we gonna get ready for the power lunch. You feel me? Shout out to all my Garveyites, all my race first renegades out there. You know what I mean? All those who ride with Team Pan African and the Parent Association. You feel me? So we going to China day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna do some sightseeing here in Nagoya, some sightseeing, and then we going to China, Shanghai and Beijing. I will see you in a minute. Shanghai and Beijing. I will see you in a minute. But just wanted to let the family know I made it safely to Nagoya. All is well. You know what I mean? Just get the little meditation in, little spirit bath. You know, cleansing myself of all that North American hate. Y'all know how it go. But we just chilling right now. Probably hit y'all with a live feed in a minute when I get back to the room. Probably hit y'all with a live feed. I know how that go. All right. Sister said they ready for that for sisters only relationships and dating book. So I gotta get that for sisters only relationships and dating book ready for the queens. We're gonna get it popping. So I'm gonna sign out, get my Bruce Leroy on, and I'll be back with y'all momentarily. Race first, unify or die, Pan-Africanism or perish. Spreading the good gospel of Garveyism to the four corners of the earth like no other scholar of the 21st century has done. Facts.
That was hilarious. I haven't laughed that hard since, since the first time they shut TikTok down. Was it the first time or the second time? I forget. But anyway, I haven't laughed that hard since around that time. Everybody ready for a commercial break? We need a commercial break after hearing.
Before you go on the commercial break, if anyone's wondering where the money's gone, that just sums it all up. That sums it all up. Japan, China, fancy baths and meditation and rubbish. It's just no.
Over there getting that Shanghai boom boom.
Oh.
You guys do understand the innuendo and the hidden meanings with the windows and everything, right? He was saying, what you gonna do about it? He's like, come get me. Here I is.
That's a damn shame that people feel like it's important to pay for him to have this lavish lifestyle. I'm over here fucked up. Give me some of the money. Shit crazy.
Right?
And then he be talking shit, calling the struggle streamers. I'm struggling because the motherfuckers giving their money to you, bitch.
And then people tell you like you're doom scrolling on the internet. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's not too many places you can turn on the internet and not find some doom somewhere.
Be weird. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my program.
What kind of scholar goes to another country in the bathtub? Right. Well, it's, I don't know. It's recording themselves. Shut up.
I ain't gonna touch that. Because you have obviously never seen Education Week at Disney. Oh my goodness. Dumb teachers come out in droves. themselves, and they don't bring their spouses, and they ain't got their kids, but they at Disney. What? 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 You ain't seen nothing. That routine is better than the what is that movie? The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Yeah, Disney during Education Week. Yeah, buddy. I'm sorry, I got off track. My bad. I do that sometimes.
Am I the only one who can't see Reggie? I don't see Reggie on the screen.
Yeah, I can't see him either. He's doing something. He fixing something,
Okay.
moving something.
NJ, I don't see you either. Did you turn yours off? I think that might have made my shit go off too. I don't know.
Yeah, I did. I turned mine off. I apologize. I'm not good with buttons. I'm not good with buttons. I mean, I can get the job done. I do. I can get the job done, but I'm just not really good with buttons.
Yeah, I don't know how to cut it back on, and I'm afraid if I walk out of the studio, it's gonna make the stream stop. So
No, it won't. No, if you go out, it's still will be live. You can rejoin. So, what was the commercial break?
Oh yes, thank you. Okay. Whew. This message is brought to you by Capitalism's Favorite Lie. Narrator, the evil stepsister. Scene, velvet backdrop, broken clock, glyphs flickering. Dr. Umar in a clawfoot tub surrounded by incense, side eye. Truth Entertainment Fields, watermark glowing like ancestral fire. Oh, you thought money made it mutual? You thought a cash app ping was a yes? You thought survival was sexy? Let me glitch that thought for you. Consent isn't a transaction, it's a ceremony. And if the altar is built on eviction notices, hunger pains, or immigration threats, then the ritual is rigged. Capitalism loves to dress coercion into couture. It calls it empowerment, it calls it choice, it calls it freedom. But I call it what it is: a system that sells your body back to you and asks if you're grateful.
So I'm gonna play a little bit more of this video by him, so he can keep explaining this lie that he's telling about the funds that he's clearly misappropriating. In my opinion, even though it's not showing that the feds are the people that are freezing his accounts, but to me it's obvious. So let's see what he has to say about the rest of this damn lie.
Stole the Frederick Douglass high school paperwork off the front door and sent it to the struggle streamers. But luckily for us, Sister Ra Ebony was able to get the paperwork Marcus Garvey School before the haters stole that paperwork. I believe, and let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe that they were going to sell the school, and they wanted to sell the school before we found out. I believe that they school we found they were going to sell our school. Why do I say that? We were given no notification. We received no letter in the mail. We received no email. In a low-income hood, they put notice on the door with rubber band and masking tape. They put a notice on the school front door with a rubber band and masking tape.
Able to build an app with your name.
So I'm gonna pause it right there for a second because I'm like, okay, so if you know all that information about, how they obtained it and how they put that shit on the door, then clearly you must have been aware of it. How do you know all that, but you're saying that you don't know about the notice? That's contradictory.
He's telling on himself for a reason. It's the reason I'm trying to figure out. Because nobody can be this
Exactly.
non-intellectual. Nobody can be this non-intellectual.
Agreed. Because he
I
knows
tell
too
you,
much
I tell
information
you,
about the shit. And then he's gonna
I'll tell you what the reason is. Umar has some diehard fans, diehard. He can do no wrong. Whatever Umar is saying, it just goes in this ear and out the other ear. And so they don't even bother questioning. They don't, as long as he's on the front of their screen, he's saying something, right? And so now Umar says these things because he's got a target audience. And the target audience are those ones, the ones who they know critical thinking skills. So those are the people that his rant is usually aimed at. There will always be a sucker that is just willing to give Umar their money. So yeah, that's why he will come out and say those things.
agree. I mean, he has a psychology degree, so he knows who to talk to, who's gonna go for that shit, who he can mind fuck and who he can't. So he knows exactly who to go after, and he knows exactly what he's doing. And that just goes back to my point. I compare him to like a barber or a little league football coach. A lot of y'all motherfuckers doing that shit to get females.
So this whole school thing.
It
Oh,
gets
sorry.
worse.
Carry
Back in
on.
April, when I found out about the overdue vacant property registration fees, I had asked the city of Wilmington if they could retroactively apply our nonprofit waiver. According to the nonprofit waiver for the city of Wilmington, if you are a nonprofit organization, they will waive your vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If you are a nonprofit organization in the city of Wilmington, they will waive your nonprofit vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If they would have applied our nonprofit vacant property registration waiver, would owe absolutely nothing. But I asked them, and they ignored my emails for 4 months. They ignored my phone calls for 4 months. They ignored our emails for 4 months. They ignored our phone calls for 4 months. And instead, the first time I hear from them since April, the first time I hear from them since contacting them April, asking them.
All right, I want to stop it right there again because I don't believe that. Who's
Same
gonna
here.
not take your call to get some money? You talking about the government? They're gonna take that. So that's a fucking lie.
But Reggie, how can they ignore your phone calls? How? When you're ringing the establishment, you're ringing the people, someone will be on the phone. Someone will, how can they ignore a phone call? I can understand if they ignore an email, but why would they ignore an email? They're looking for their money. Makes no
Right.
sense.
That's like saying a telemarketer or a scammer ignoring you. Yeah, fucking right. They're gonna give you all the attention you want. You talking cash, they talking whatever you want to talk about. They're not ignoring you. That's just like, okay, so where I live at, right? The welfare office and the child support office is in the same building, right? We can make the same comparison. Call the welfare office and see how motherfucking long you be on hold. Call the child support office, which is one number away, and watch how quick somebody comes to that fucking phone. Because
Exactly.
they are about with bread, right? So ain't nobody going to The IRS, like, if I call the IRS tomorrow morning, I guarantee somebody going to. The only time that line is going to be fucking busy is around April and late March. Get the fuck out of here.
You know, I miss my friend at the IRS. She got fired for her roommate's best friend. Yeah, she got fired for her roommate's best friend. It was a crazy story. I have to remember that story one day. Stick it in the story. Uh, I'm still stuck at Dr. Umar in the tub, walking around, getting in and out the tub so he could film out the window. I ain't gonna lie, my brain has been stuck there since that video came up.
Wait,
Everything that
NJ, can I ask, were you hot and bothered? Was it doing something to you? Just watching the man in the bathtub?
no,
Was it
no, it,
was
no,
it doing things to you?
no. I ain't picked up a fan. There's not even a fan in the room. There's not a fan in the room. Matter of fact, I had my drink because it's 5:30 somewhere. I don't know where, but it's 5:30 somewhere.
You're too old and too
Based
big
on
to take them up to
discussion,
the gap.
I think because Umar he's got some diehard fans, and most of them are women. Most of them are women, and so him in that hot tub, that's just passing a message to some.
Are they women or are they grandmas? Because grandma's got a
I don't
wish
know.
list. No, it
I
really
don't agree with
is.
that.
It really don't agree with what? Either or.
Because
I
I
don't
think
agree
that.
that most of his fans are women. I don't.
Sorry, say that again.
I don't agree that most of Dr. Umar's fans are women. I don't agree with
Oh, come on, Reggie, come on.
I don't know. I'm kind of on Reggie's side on this one. My bad.
No,
I know I ain't
most
supposed to be
of
picking sides, but I'm
most of
kind of on
his
Reggie's
no,
side on this one. I
nah,
don't
nah,
know.
nah. Listen, most of his supporters are women.
Are they women online
that. I see what
or
he's
are they
saying.
women in
I see what
line?
he's saying
There's a
because
difference.
he targets people with some badass motherfucking kids. So yes, in that sense, yes, I get why you're saying it. But I think it's more of the quote unquote woke brother type. He got more things. That's it. Yeah, that actually. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
know all the right symbols to fit in where I get in.
that would be a great topic to talk about. Who's a bigger fan? But I think maybe it's because I'm a man. I don't fucking know. But I encounter a lot of people that dislike him that are women. So I
So how come whenever he's setting up his events, how come there are more women than men who? Well, he talks about the work he does with black boys, so he does have a target audience. It's the
don't
women
know.
who help him. It's the women who help him set up the most of his shows.
You answering the question. Why you asking it? So look, he only talks to black people. That's it. He don't talk to nobody else, right? If you black or anything other than that, he's not even gonna have a conversation with you. So that he has the target audience, right? So if he's looking for single black boys, if they have a father in the house, he is not fucking necessary. So of course, it's gonna be a lot of women that help set it up, right?
Mhm.
Because there's a thing. Oh, you guys need to start being in your son's life, and he's trying to help these boys. No, he's trying to fuck you.
Yeah. Same way the nation got started. The same way the nation got started.
You ain't slick. You ain't slick. You out here tearing them single moms the fuck up. Now I don't blame you. But at the same time, you don't have to
And if it
manipulate.
wasn't
I
the
don't like
mom, they was grooming the daughters for their brothers. If it wasn't the
right.
mom, they was grooming the daughters for their brothers.
So
Afro, this
so
is the type of
millions.
person I am. If you could just walk up to a person like, "Hi, my name is Umar Johnson," and they be like, "Oh, let's do whatever." That's one thing. But if you sitting there telling the person like, "Oh yeah, I'm help you with your son. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. No, wrong.
So
Wrong for them.
some years ago, when I, got into this rabbit hole, Umar Johnson had filmed in the home of a mother. The mother had asked for his help for her daughter, right? Her daughter. Let's listen to this. So he's gone over to the home of this woman and her daughter, right? Now, Umar sits in the living room with the mother of this girl, and they're talking. Guess who's doing the recording? Guess who's recording the mom and the and Umar?
Umar?
The girl, the little girl who,
What?
quote, needs Umar's help. She's on the back of the camera recording her mom and Umar in conversation about herself.
What?
I don't know if one can find those videos anymore, but yeah, in the home of.
What was that saying?
I'm talking about the girl, her issues.
Yeah, right, because you know you're not supposed to do that in front of the kids. You know that's the
No.
thing. That's a thing that the schools in America started doing that I did not like. It's like the parents who couldn't find a babysitter or whatever, they used to have the kids wait out in the hallway. But I don't know when, but by the time I was going through the school system again, they were like, yeah, just bring the kids with you. Yeah, we'll just talk about them right in front of them. I said, have you lost your mind? Why would we do that? Like, that's just going to make their insecurities even more insecure. Why would we do that?
Exactly. And I mean, and a young girl, you should see, she looked really, really young. No business. She had no business recording grown adults. Very young. Umar doesn't like kids. Umar has no, what do you call that? He has no empathy. He can't, not for kids. He hasn't got it. I'm sorry. How do you put a young child? You've gone to the home of this young girl whose mother has asked for you to come and help with some intervention or whatever. And now you're in there speaking to her mom and say, yeah, you record. No, Umar is the worst of the worst. I'm sorry. Does anyone remember the HVAC? HVAC, there was a period of the HVAC. Umar used the HVAC as the reason why the school is being delayed. Oh, the HVAC era. Everything was blamed on the HVAC. In fact, that was the first time I ever heard about the HVAC. Didn't know what a HVAC.
Wait a minute. All them people that live around that building, all of them are tradespeople. Like they're not the wealthy, and they're not like the broke, but they are the tradespeople. He couldn't find nobody who could do that HVAC. He couldn't find nobody.
Oh,
Out of all of Delaware, he couldn't. Delaware is filled with
let me see if I could find any videos. Oh my goodness, it was a.
Last time I was in Delaware, I went to Georgetown, right? You all right? You got a lot of people there that know how to do shit like that. You got a lot of immigrants there too. And bare minimum,
yeah.
you could definitely get one of them because it's not so much like people be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go to people from other countries to get shit for the low. It's not really that. It's more like them motherfuckers is skewed. They are I don't care. Listen, I don't care what you say. Most people from other countries have more technical skills than the average American. Like, the only thing I've seen them not really be super skilled at is probably like putting wire through house. That shit, they ever.
Reggie, can I share
So
my
to
screen,
your point,
please?
he bullshit. Mhm.
Can I share a screen?
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second. I don't know what. Okay. No, I know which one. Give me a second.
I had to give donors money to a non-African to get the HVAC done. And you know what hurts my heart, brothers and sisters, as happy as I am that the HVAC is in, but what hurts my heart is I waited 3.5 years for an honest black HVACer with character and integrity who would not overcharge me to get these HVAC units installed. I waited for 3.5 years. White man did it in 1 week. I waited for 3.5 years. White man did it in 1 week. I said I waited for 3.5 years. The white man did it in 1 week. We got to get our act together, brothers and sisters. We got to get our act together, brothers and sisters. Now I'm going to have to get a white plumber too. I'm going to have to get a white plumber too. I'm tired of chasing around black HVAC techs. I'm tired of chasing around black plumbers. I'm tired of chasing around black electricians. I'm tired of giving them deposit money and they disappear. I'm tired of them starting a job and they never finish,
his
brothers
mouth.
and sisters.
Where?
I know it's not everybody. I know most of our black technicians have got integrity and character, but the ones I've been meeting have not.
Well, wait a minute. If you're not meeting good people, don't that say more about him?
Exactly that.
Right.
Mm.
Right. It's like
I
he
hate
complains and cries about every fucking thing. He cries about not having money. You give him money. He goes out here and try to find people. He gets somebody to do the shit. He still crying. Shut the fuck up. That's all he do is cry like a little kid.
Hmm.
I caught myself, y'all. Y'all see me?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, did you see me
Right.
catch myself?
I seen it. I was very proud of you. I was very proud of you. I really am.
No, what are you talking about? I've got no clue. What are you
Okay,
talking
so
about?
the last thing that I said, I almost said something that's not, I can't think of the right term. It's not
PC. It's not
it's a term
PC.
for it. I just can't think of it right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he caught it. He caught it. He caught it. Caught it. Up. We got the video back up. We are ready to go.
All right, I'm gonna play some more of my video that I had about him, making excuses about this damn money he owed.
To apply our vacant property registration fee waiver to the past 4 years, so we would owe absolutely nothing. They ignored me since April. No phone call, no email, nothing in the postal mail since April. And the first thing we find out, the first time we hear from them since April, is a letter on the front door of the school, affixed with a rubber band and masking tape. A rubber band and masking tape. Brothers and sisters, giving us 2-day water that we don't even use. We just paid $30,000 to the city of Wilmington for water that we don't even use. And now we got to pay another $30,000 for vacant property.
So I gotta pause it right there. All right. Even if what he's saying is true, which I don't believe it is, probably he's embellishing it, probably. But these are things that you would have had to know needed to be taken care of years ago, right? When you bought that building, you knew that there was work that needed to be done in that work. So done in that building. So it doesn't matter if that shit costs you $30,000 or not. You assume this debt, and you have been compensated for this shit years ago, right? Okay, so there's a video that's streaming around, right, that I've seen of him that is more than 10 years old where he is bragging. I said this before, where he is basically complaining again about only getting $250,000 in a 6-month time. That was 10, 12 fucking years ago. So any problems that you have with this school, that shit should have been taken care of and paid for. You got the money 10, 12 times over. So I don't care nothing about you having to pay this $30,000. That's irrelevant. You smoked it up.
Hey, Juad.
Hey, wait a minute! Don't
How y'all
put
feel?
that on the smokers. Don't put that on the smokers. Ain't nobody smoking 30,000. Ain't nobody smoking that.
You're crazy. Listen, Bobby Brown and Whitney did the shit. And the shit more expensive now.
Millions.
So it's quite possible.
Millions.
He a big dude, and like you said, he probably, some of these people he probably partying with and shit. He probably giving them some or getting it from them or both and back and forth and shit. He probably living like it's the 80s, shit, or whenever they used to do that. Nowadays, whatever. So I mean, he just doesn't have no accountability for these funds. He's getting paid too much money to do this shit. It's like, I don't know. He's a preacher and he's complaining about the building fund over and over, and every time you give him the money, it's something else. So what? Fuck him.
But it works for the preachers. It does. Did you
What's
know
the-
that there is now a new website? There's a new website just for Black people, so we can all come together. And they don't allow you to over ask. So you only ask for a certain amount. That's all you're going to get. And if anybody gives you over that amount, it goes on to the next person. You'll be happy to know that is, I believe, they're fixed to mutual aid and Cash App on TikTok. I think that was their backup plan. I think. I could be wrong. I didn't go look yet.
But how are you going to pay teachers? How are you going to pay the people at the school, right?
He wants them to all volunteer and do it for free. Don't you want to work for Dr. Umar for free?
NJ, no. Are you going to pay the teachers' salaries with Cash App? Cash App, send your Cash App. Send your, what you call it? What's the other one? PayPal. You're going to pay the
Circle.
BMO, Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Can
But there's companies in Florida doing exactly that and screwing people over. Just so you recognize and understand, there are companies in Florida. I can tell you the name of the company. It's called Circle, CIRKEL, and they started in New Jersey and they came down to Florida and they did exactly that. They did everything through online services, everything, the payroll, the healthcare, the onboard, everything. It was literally an app in your phone. Like it had a tracker on it. Like when you hit the property in the morning, you were logged in. As long as you within range of the tracker, your tracker was within range of the building, you got paid. And your phone was the tracker. So if you stepped away from the phone for a minute or two, you were still getting paid because the tracker was how you got paid. And I know that for a fact because I watched it, and I watched that company lie to people and lose payments and tell them that their hours was missing because they wasn't really there. I'm just telling you, it does happen for real, for real.
Yeah, but
So what you said, Afro, is a great point, right? Let's say this school opens tomorrow, right? Because he feels and he has the mind state that he doesn't want any help from the white man, from the government. How are you going to continuously pay these teachers salary? Right? Why aren't you just going to the school voucher route? Because at least you have some type of accountability to be able to pay these people, right? And in anything in life, when you try to pay somebody the bare minimum, right, you're going to get poor quality. So I don't understand like his whole plan with this shit.
and the school is just not viable. The school is never going to happen. He didn't even have he didn't even have a curriculum. He was saying to his followers to send in curriculums so he could pick which ones. He had no plans at all for this school, none whatsoever.
So
it was
what about all the people who sent in these curriculums hoping that they was going to get hired for a job? Are they still waiting for a job?
Some people send their resumes. There was a time he was saying, "Oh, send your resumes. So when we start, we will, get to you and this and that." Right? And he was asking them to send their resumes in. We need to call it for what it is. This is a long con, right? It's gone
But
on.
how come the con
longest.
artist never goes to jail? How come the guy doing the 3-car Monte on the side of the road, they don't go to jail? The guy doing the 3-car Monte on the internet called Dr. Umar never go to, like, how come them people never go to jail?
Well, wait a minute. Who's to say he's not going?
I didn't say he wasn't going, but he ain't there now. And I mean, how long do you have to run the scam before they go, "Hey, how you doing? We know you scamming. Let's go." I mean, like, how long does it take the Corporation of America Slave Catchers to do an investigation? These are things that should be considered in their paychecks, should it not?
I feel that they're just putting an eye on this guy. They're just letting him carry on, right? They've got their eyes on this guy, and everything he's whoever the people who are going to finally get him. Yeah, that's what I think.
You know what? Well, you know what? I got to make sure then these stupid things that I say about Dr. Umar gets out there before he goes to jail. For image,
that's why I said who's to say not going.
For image, I'm gonna need you to pull up the image that I put in the little box.
To him saying accounts are frozen.
Ain't no frozen accounts.
What did you say?
Ain't no frozen accounts.
What did Reggie say? Something about accounts.
I said if there's any validity to his accounts being frozen, who's to say the feds ain't on his ass? No.
Is that why Diddy was sitting in the park that day before he got arrested? He realized that his accounts was frozen. Is that what happened? Diddy was sitting in the park because he found out his accounts was frozen. I thought he was having a moment of peace before he lost his freedom. Look at me. I read that whole situation wrong. I've read that all wrong. Oh my goodness.
Accounts frozen. Well, even if your accounts are frozen, why tell the internet? Why tell the internet that your accounts are frozen? Why? Why come online and say, "Oh, my accounts have been frozen by the bank" and all this nonsense? Why do that?
It sounded like a plea for his dealer. It was like, hey, I can't call you. I can't send you no text messages because they'll see that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on the internet and I'm gonna make a sermon, and I'm gonna use the code words that we worked out, and that's gonna give you the clue. Move the money. They found the account. Move the money. They found the account. Move the money. They found the account.
So after you want to play another video, look like you got a couple of
yes.
Which one?
Let's see. There's another. Can you see it there?
I see two of them. Which one?
Two. Do you see two? Hold on.
Yeah, one here in the tub, and it's another one. That's a YouTube video.
So you should see just the one now. You see it?
Is it this one?
Oh no.
Is that it?
Not this one. I thought you could see it. Yes, this one.
All is well with the HVAC. The HVAC is in Delaware, but it cannot be installed unless
this is for NJ. This look.
peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Good Garvey Day to all the FDMG supporters, Dr. Umar supporters. No need to worry. HVAC will be handled. It would have been handled this week. But as you all know, I have to travel. And since I have to travel this weekend, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, my HVAC tech has to push back the installation because I will be out of town and I want to be there, brothers and sisters. So all is well with the HVAC. The HVAC is in Delaware, but it cannot be installed unless the Prince of Pan-Africanism, CEO of FDMG, CEO of FDMG, I need to be present. And so that's the delay. I am the holdup. Chattanooga is the holdup. Atlanta is the holdup. Columbus, Georgia is the holdup. Columbia, South Carolina is the holdup. Capitol Heights, Maryland is the holdup. Nat Turner Land is the holdup. Norfolk, Virginia is the holdup. Great Blacks and Wax Museum is the holdup. I would have to cancel. I would have to cancel Norfolk. They wanted to install HVAC Friday. I would have to cancel Norfolk. I'm not going to do that. I haven't been to Norfolk since 2017. I'm not going to do that. So HVAC will be installed this month. It's in Delaware. It's just a matter of coordinating with the Prince of Pan-Africanism, his availability. I've been home all month since Cincinnati. I've been home all month since Cincinnati, but except for the New York City boot camp, but it didn't come then. It came now. So that's what we got to do, brothers and sisters. That's what we got to do. Chattanooga, I will see you the day after tomorrow. Chattanooga, I will see you the day after tomorrow. 1403 Tunnel Boulevard, Atlanta, Friday night, Aminola Afrocentric Museum, 6 to 9, doors at 5. Columbus, Georgia, Fountain City Classic tailgate party, 11 to 2. Come through, all my Columbus, Georgia queens. I want my hugs. My Columbus, Georgia kings. I want my pound. Come get your book. Black Parent Advocate is coming to your city for the first time. If you are a Black parent raising children, you need the book of the century. Columbia, South Carolina, Sunday, first time in your town to address the public. Capitol Heights, November 10, Nat Turner, November 11, Norfolk, November 12, Great Blacks and Wax, November 14. HVAC is here, but I won't be there. HVAC is in Delaware. The Crane Company has the HVAC. No worries. I'm going to go live for my supporters. I'm not talking to the Africans. I'm talking to my supporters. I'm going to go live when the crane lifts up the HVAC and put it on top of the most honorable Marcus Garvey Elementary School. Right now, I'm at my alma mater. Right now, I'm at my second alma mater, Lehigh University, Bethlehem, PA. Lehigh University, Bethlehem, PA. I am here to speak to the African Student Union of my alma mater, Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. That's where I am tonight to keynote
keynote address, Intellectual Ifa Tunde. I am in Bethlehem, PA, up in the mountains of Pennsylvania, to speak to the African Student Union of my alma mater, Lehigh University. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. $.
That's
FDMG
why I
School.
don't like
Hit
him.
the
Lehigh
PayPal,
University.
paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Brothers and sisters,
Hit the Cash App.
it's time to get scholarly tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get scholarly tonight.
Scholarly and begging.
Chattanooga, 48 hours. Chattanooga, 48 hours. 2 to 8 Chattanooga. 2 to 8 Columbia, South Carolina. 2 to 8 Great Blacks and Wax Museum. 2 to 8 Chattanooga, Thursday, November 4th. 2 to 8 Columbia, South Carolina, Sunday, November 7th. 2 to 8 Great Blacks and Wax next Sunday, November 14th. I love you too, baby. I love you too. Peace, Queen. Okay. I'm heading down right now. Okay, thank you, love. All right. Brothers and sisters, I have to go. The African Student Union is ready for their fellow alum to come and drop the Garvey grenade, Intellectual Ifa Tunde. See, I'm a real scholar, not the YouTube. I'm a real scholar, not the ones on Facebook. I'm the real deal. 6 degrees, 3 alma maters, 2 schools, 2 books. If you need to reach me, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. Send me a text. Let me go drop the Garvey grenade. We're talking about critical race theory tonight. Lehigh University, critical race theory. Brothers and sisters, it's time to go. Let me go take care of this. Booker T. Washington is with me tonight. The great Pan-Africanist Booker T. Washington is with me tonight. I'm out.
How you doing? I'm John. Nice to meet you. John.
There you go. What is a scholar?
And y'all gets right to the point. Donation. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. It's always to that point.
That's all.
Because he's a real scholar. He uses all them degrees to keep himself focused and on point.
Anyone noticed the only places you ever see Umar record a video? Number 1, in a car, in a hotel, in front of the FDMG building. Umar, well, there's some other place which they say it might be his mother's home, but Umar has no home. He has where is Umar's own home? Where is his office? A whole scholar has no office, has nothing. What kind of scholar?
I wouldn't waste money on a house myself either, but that's a different discussion for a different day. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his head was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone.
You know,
there's a reason why he goes to all these shows, right? Do me a show here. I'll come and speak. Because he needs to be in these hotels. He lives in hotels. He lives in hotels in the name of giving speeches. But he lives in the hotels. It's crazy.
Exactly. And that's what we're saying. So when we talk about Rolling Stone, that was a song. It was before my time for sure. Probably before all of our time. But those were the lyrics. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. And that's exactly how he is. And that's why the woman that he was, saying that, she had what did he say about her yoni verse was so acidic and shit like that. He had her come pick him up from the airport and shit. But I still just don't see. I mean, I guess because he doesn't work and that money that he's getting from doing podcasts and all that shit is not that much. But that money he's getting, he's still fucking it up. And I don't see where it's going besides in his nose. And that's the truth.
How do you see this ending?
I don't feel that he should have a leg to stand on after the school gets auctioned off. If he doesn't save that school, and if that school doesn't open sometime soon, and it doesn't, I mean, whether if you have teachers in there or not, if you don't fucking fix that goddamn school up and have some kind of state-of-the-art equipment or some shit in there, or at least play it off, I don't even see why he should be mentioned anymore. I mean, it's cool. I mean, he's calling me a struggle streamer, so I struggle off him. But I just don't see how he could be relevant after that, because you've been saying all this shit about this school. So that means whatever money that you generated to pay for these buildings, which I'm pretty sure was a pretty penny, is just down the toilet, and then you got to start over. So how the fuck can you come back?
How can one know how much he has raised? He's been raising money for the last however long. But how much has Umar raised? I remember there's a video of him saying, Philly, we need another meal. Philly, we need another meal, right? We need another million. So that means that he's had $1 million and needs another $1 million.
For sure. I mean, he's had that 10 times over again. I've seen a video, 12 years old, and he was saying within a 6-month time frame, he got $250,000. When he made that fucking video, I'm like 80% sure that I didn't even know who the fuck he was then. And he was saying all these trifling ass black people, right? So he didn't have that money a gang of time. So he's a scammer.
But someone has to do something, surely. Someone has to do something. You can't just let this guy just continue fleecing the people.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to speak ill of the place that I live, but I'm gonna speak ill of the place that I live. That's what we do in the Corporation of America. We are an island descended from pirates. We just change shores. We move. That's all we do in America. We move. We do some shit. We fuck it up. People don't like us no more, and we move. Isn't that how we said the Mormon church? The Mormon church was started. Yes, that was what we said. Yep. We just move. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. He'll just move. Who knows? He might even get a regular job. He might be working at McDonald's soon. You never know.
Goodness.
You should use them degrees he keeps bragging about. Right?
Have you heard anything positive? Any positive message what Umar has? Anything that you reckon, okay, this sounds good from the good doctor himself?
A lot of it. He's a prosperity preacher, right?
Wait, you've heard him say some good things?
Listen, okay. So the school is a good thing. We're gonna get these kids, trades and stuff. We're gonna get them out the streets. We're gonna teach them how to love themselves. Our black sisters, our queens, XYZ, and all that shit. sounds good. It sounds
No, it
good. But
doesn't.
now that I'm looking
No,
back at
it
it, it's no
doesn't,
different.
Reggie.
Like, but,
Because
okay.
the plan was to segregate only black kids, right? And black boys, troubled black boys, in the hands of a scam. It was never going to work. It's not a good idea. He's not the one to.
But listen, it's
He's not
easy
the
to
one.
say that now. It's easy to say that now. I agree with
No,
you. It's easy to say that
Reggie,
now. That's just
Reggie.
like when we talk about
You
religion,
can't say
right?
you can't
When we
say
talk
it's
about
easy to say that
when we
now.
talk about
From
Saga,
the
it's
get
easy to say
go.
after the fact.
No, from the get go, it was bad from the start. Yes, it was bad
Maybe,
from
yes,
the
I
start.
agree. I agree. Listen, I agree. It's easy to say that from the outside. Listen, think about it. Your name is the Afro Atheist. Hold on. No. Your name is the Afro Atheist. How strong did you believe in God? How strong? Right?
I did.
And it's
I
easy
did.
for you to look back and just like, man, that shit was ridiculous as fuck. Right? It's the same
No, but
thing.
this is the
Like, the
thing.
reason why I'm saying this is because I believe in it. But now I just feel like,
No, but the thing is, from day one, it was bad from day one. This is a man who brings himself forward as the one to cure, to help black boys, right? Okay, where are your kids? Where's your family? How are
didn't know
you?
that. Didn't know that.
What do you mean you
That's
didn't
it.
know?
That's what I'm
What
saying.
do you mean you didn't know?
We
Okay,
didn't
if
know.
people didn't know, they
Listen,
could
Afro,
ask.
listen, Afro, this is the truth. This is the truth. I'm gonna tell you this again.
They could
Most of the
ask.
negative stuff
No.
I know about him. Guess who talking? Guess who talking?
Who?
You.
Me.
You. I didn't know none of this shit 2 weeks ago. I'm telling you. I did not know. Why do you think I wanted so tough? I did not know that shit.
Reggie, do you feel late to the race? Do you feel late to the race? Is that what it is? You late to the race?
I'm trying to tell you, I feel stupid as fuck. That's good. Why do you think I keep taking it off everybody on TikTok? I feel just like I'm stupid as fuck. See it now, I'm just like, you know the story I told you about my grandfather would tell me. Remember I told you that, Afro?
Yes.
Remember I told you that my
me?
grandfather remember I told you that? I told both of y'all. Listen, I feel stupid as fuck. I will never forget that. Because that's just like, how the fuck did you let this illiterate man tell you some shit and he knew what the fuck he was word for word what he was saying? I'm just looking at it like he a damn fool. And the only person that was the fool was me. It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
You know
But
something.
at least you can bring yourself to say the words now.
Exactly.
You can bring yourself to say the words now.
Exactly.
It's funny now. It's funny as fuck. It's hilarious.
Right. You got to have something to
But
laugh
then
at. Or else you're going to get real mad the first of every month.
So I'm going to call you out, Godless Richie. I'm going to call you out because you have now been making fun of people who donated to Umar Johnson. see, isn't this some level of hypocrisy?
Bite and like it. You are getting bit
Isn't
right now.
this some level of hypocrisy happening right now?
It's no different. Listen, us picking with Christians. We hypocrites like a motherfucker. We hypocrites like a motherfucker. It's still funny.
Still money. Oh my goodness.
Man, can you imagine dressing up as like dressing up as like your favorite hero in history, and then you find out that historical hero never existed. It was just a figment of someone's imagination.
Mm.
That can be devastating.
Absolutely.
Devastating.
Absolutely. You know something?
I
So
used to think Ice Cube was the hardest motherfucker on earth. I used to think Tupac was a thug. All that shit. And when I found out, like,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh that hard. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna mute the mic.
motherfucker 5'4", and I thought this was the hardest motherfucker on planet Earth. Feel me? So sometimes you just gotta laugh. And that's why I had a whole debate with a motherfucker about that shit. Because I know people that still believe that shit. Like,
yes. I mean, there was a time when he was saying not to date outside your own race, right? The snow bunnies and all these things, date only. And
Oh, I submitted an image for Dr. Umar and his bath time and the wording of Snow Bunny. I submitted an image. For some reason, Reggie ain't brought it up yet. What, Reggie? When you gonna put the image up? Reggie, put the image up. Reggie, put the image up, Reggie.
The bathtub? Oh, with this shit.
Yeah. Yes. Doesn't he look comfy? Doesn't he look serene?
It's a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on in this. Wait, don't take it off. Don't take it off. I'm trying to see. What's happening in this photo?
Right.
Sabotage.
That's not a crow. That's a raven. That's a raven. That's not a crow.
Oh wow. Can you tell us what's happening here?
No, that is a crow. I apologize. You are correct. That is a crow.
Tell us what's happening here, NJ.
And Dr. Umar, he is maxing and relaxing, but let me really explain to you what's going on. Because it really goes with the commercial. It goes with the commercial.
We just 666. You're not going to be blind.
Right. I haven't lost my mind entirely. It actually goes with the commercial. So, the tub is mic'd. The receipts are steeping. Scene: Dr. Umar in a clawfoot tub, steam rising. Truth International Films, watermark glowing. Raven lurking in the mirror with a sarcastic eyebrow. I told you it was a raven, not a crow. Dr. Umar soaking unbothered. They said I lost the school. They said the funds vanished. They said the ancestors were waiting on a refund. But let me ask you, when was the last time a liberation project didn't get looted before it got launched? The tub ain't just cleansing, it's for clarity. And while he soaks, he counts every receipt, every sabotage, every whisper campaign, dressed as concern. You want to audit the dream? Fine. But start with the system that told you to doubt Black sovereignty before it even had a roof. That is Dr. Umar in the tub. He thought that up while he was sitting in the tub with that nice snow bunny and a candle and a raven. That's what the imagery, that's what's going on in that particular image right there. That's where my mind was when that came up.
It's pretty cool. So I feel overall that he's on some bullshit. Typically, when you owe people taxes, or when you owe city taxes or state taxes or things like that, I mean, it can't just jump to that amount that fast. So again, you've had that known for a few years, or you just flat out didn't pay it for a few years. These school buildings are ran down. I'm pretty sure that they offered them up for the low, right, to get somebody to do something with this shit, right? So probably wasn't cutting the grass as it looks like you weren't, and all kinds of other shit. And they got tired of it. Probably got vagrant people in them. I know if I was homeless, I'd hide in that motherfucker. don't see like what he's complaining about. If you didn't pay, you owe taxes. That's what it is. I don't see why everybody else has to keep flipping the bill for your personal fuck ups. If you want to travel around the world, fucking hoes, I feel you. I mean, go ahead. I mean, people in a way are giving you this money for free, but don't sit
How
there
do I
and go back and complain. Bills and shit ain't paid for. That's on you, bro.
how do I become a politician in the Corporation of America so I too can travel on business funds around the world, taking baths, not necessarily hunting on hoes, but if I find a willing participant that knows exactly how condoms work, I'm just saying. You know what? I forgot we are on the internet. Look at me, just out here, just too much, too
So
much.
can I tell you why I was invested and still am invested in this guy here? It's because of African people who swear by this guy. Some African people that absolutely love. They are die-hard fans. They would even send some of their pennies to the cash app. You got some Africans paying to his cash app, right? And now we've got one of them in the chat, Adebayo Oshogba. These people, when a scam artist writes in their faces, is scamming them, is lying to them, telling all the nonsense. Oh
I know
no.
you didn't mean that, but when you do that finger gesture like
Sorry.
that, I know you didn't mean it, but when you do that finger gesture like that, my mind goes in the completely wrong direction. And I know you didn't intend that, but I just felt like oversharing right now and letting you know that
Where does your mind
my
go?
mind went in the gutter.
Wait, but what
See,
finger gesture?
where I lose Reggie every
No,
time.
wait,
I
what finger
lose Reggie.
gesture are you talking about?
See, you were pointing down. You were pointing.
Where? Where?
I don't. You were pointing down. Yes, right. Dirty mind. Dirty mind. I have a dirty mind. I have a dirty mind.
Next time I'll point.
Probably best. Probably yes. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Right. Gotcha.
Yes, so it's the African people. And now they've given him, I think, I'm not sure how true this is. Please correct me, I might be wrong, but that he's been given citizenship in Ghana.
It's not hard to get it. They'll give it to us. They're in other places. Kenya too.
When are we going to stop the foolishness?
So
wait a minute. They didn't get the memo that we have black Karens. We have Karens that match their shade color that will go over there and make their lives hell.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, to address your the one point that you were talking about, Adebo, I can't pronounce his name.
Adebayo Oshogba.
Isn't that what you call a Odolu? That's what that is, right?
Called what? Say it again.
Odulu or whatever. Dulo or whatever the fuck y'all be calling them.
Olodo and Olodo.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's an Olodo. An Olodo is somebody who no brains.
Right. Right.
And Olodo is no brains. Brains, none.
Is that what that means?
Yes, and Olodo has nothing up here.
Who would name themselves that? You know what?
No. It's not someone's name. It's just how you call someone who doesn't use the brain that they were given.
Oh, well, mine's usually impaired by something, but only after 5 o'clock. Not until after 5. I wait until after 5 to be impaired. And when I wake up in the morning, everybody's happier. Everybody.
But yes, Umar does have a whole bunch of ball fluffers, right? He has them here in the States, have them all the way in Africa, all over the world. Like, I just don't see why you would come on here talking about somebody's capping. Everything that we're saying is shit that he's saying out of his own mouth. Nobody's capping, nobody's gossiping, right? This is the truth. He's a streamer like we are. We're content creators. So you're coming here, watching us, right? You're actually helping us, right? You're supporting this live, and I appreciate it. But when you do that, you have to make sure that you know what the fuck you're talking about. And for real, if you don't live over here, he's really not even your business, and he can't help you in any way. All he's doing is coming to your country, having sex with your women, and just selling y'all dreams.
But are they paying him to go over there? Nobody has really answered that question yet. Because how do you have the travel?
Reggie, you don't want to put that comment there. You don't want to put that comment there.
What do you mean?
If only you know what that means.
Okay, well, when we speak again,
now we're throwing insult.
Okay,
now this Yoruba man,
right? When we speak,
supporter of Umar. Sorry.
Okay, right. When we speak again, after the recording, would you do me a favor and let me know exactly what that means in case I ever see it again, so I can cuss him out in English?
So he's saying the Afro atheist is saying to me that my head, has hit the ground, and cursing, saying I'm useless, just worthless. That's what that means.
Oh, okay. So I'm not supposed to block them. I'm not supposed to make them go away. But I can cuss them out, right? Go ahead and talk about my friend's friend again and see what happens.
I've put him in time.
Block your ass the hell out of here.
See,
now I'm in a bad mood. Now I gotta mute. I was trying to get a commercial together and I done fucked it up. See, now
I've put him in timeout. Let him go chill. When Umar goes to jail, they need to come and get Adebayo to go with him.
Umar ain't going to jail. Have you not met Americans? All we do is scam. That's what we do. We scam.
Listen,
we don't really want a job. We only get a job when the paperwork commands we get a job. That's the only time we get a job. We don't like jobs. We really don't. We scam.
Because it takes so much sex,
the scam has to come to an end. He can't carry this on forever. It's just no. It has to stop at some point. It has to stop.
Watch.
Okay, we'll see. It has to stop.
He might not do it outside the country, but he ain't gonna stop.
It needs to stop.
It's gonna be the end. If that school gets taken, I feel that he should have to pay everybody back their money, because who's to say how much he paid for that school? I know he paid probably about $500,000. So that's all down the total. So
now you're trying to get him set to debtor's prison. And the whole wonderful thing about everybody emptying their debtor's prisons and putting them on ships and sending them to the Americas was the promise that there would be no more debtors' prisons. Just saying. That was the intent. That was the agreed upon agreement. I'm not saying that they didn't break the agreement, because the Corporation of America breaks all its agreements. But that was the initial agreement made with each and every country that emptied their prisons, put them on boats, and sent them here.
Just so you know, NJ, someone came in the chat and started cursing you out. I've put them in timeout.
Oh, well, thank you, darling. I greatly appreciate it. But tell them if they're going to cuss me out and they really want to get a rise out of me. I mean, a good rise. Because, it's nothing like a lazy rise. Whew. Lazy risers just piss everybody off. But anyway, yeah, tell them they're gonna have to do it in English. I only know English, and
Exactly.
unfortunately, even worse,
Only a
I
coward.
only know right. I only
Only
know
a
the Webster
coward.
dictionary English. It's even worse.
Coward.
So, any final thoughts before we get out of here, y'all, from Dr. Umar?
Oh no, we need to do more streams on this guy. And I think, Reggie, it needs to be more focused because there is a lot. When I say a lot, when it comes to his baby mamas, when it comes to the school, the HVAC, the repairs, this guy has had what do you call it? Uh, renovation days where people have traveled, people have come from all different places just to come and help paint the school. How do you paint the inside of an abandoned building? How do you paint the inside of a building? What's on the vacant property list? You paint it. It just no sense at all. The
Well,
followers.
isn't
Oh,
that how you get college credits for volunteering? By
oh
doing
my God.
things like paint parties for Dr. Umar? That's how you get college credits. I'm
College.
just saying. Yes. And the American corporation, the way they get free labor out of college students is telling them to volunteer for nonprofit services. And if he's running his school as a nonprofit and still building funding, he would be able to give them credits on their school credits for their community, their what is that called again? Community skills, basic hours, whatever. But you need that to graduate. I know that for a fact. That I remember.
Well, I mean, that would be a great idea if I'm a college student, but at the same time, MJ, he's eliminating a lot of the college kids. He don't want nobody to help but black people, right? I'm not
No.
saying that you can't find enough black students in that area to do the shit, but once you open that door, not all black people like him anymore. So I mean, that's what you get for being fucking not technically racist, but prejudiced.
Oh, is he prejudiced or is he bigoted?
Maybe a little both,
Bigoted.
probably leaning toward bigoted.
I would go with bigoted. I would
Yes,
definitely go with
bigoted.
bigoted. Yeah. Prejudice, that's easy to get around. People still going to like you even if they have prejudices. But bigoted, that's like a hard line right before right before hateful.
Agreed. Well, I'm about ready to get up out of here. Thank you, Afro, for stopping by. Thank you, NJ. There's so many people who want to stop by today.
And you heard Afro, you have to be more focused the next time. So I'm gonna have to be quiet. I'm gonna have to leave my drink until after 6:30 somewhere. And everybody have fun. I had a ball. I've been laughing like I don't know what. And I got new images to put on my TikTok. It's a win-win day for me. For me. For me. For me. For me.
That's good. That's good to hear. And thank you, Reggie, for asking me to join you on this show, on this one about him.
Umar. So thank you, D'Angelo. Thank you, Truth
It's about
Entertainment.
Sunday.
Who else? Thank you, Music 666. Thank you, Think First. Thank you, Ass Sunkiss. Thank you to the hecklers again. Who else? Thank you, Thunder Scorpion. Thank you, Denisha. Thank you, Juad. Thank you, Mr. Me. Thank you, James. Cargus. Who else? Thank you, my so-called life. And we're about out of here. About to cut on the music. Good night, y'all.
Bye.